Hey everybody, this is Teresa. I hope you're doing well today and Happy New Year. We're in the mood for roast beef sandwiches, and I don't really have a recipe. I'm just going to kind of throw some seasoning and a lot of onions, and I'm going to do it in the Instant Pot, and I thought I'd bring you along. It's a chuck roast that I'm using, and I have all the ingredients over there that I'm going to use, but on the roast, I'm just going to put some salt, and I'm using some products with sodium in them, so I'm not going to put a lot of salt. Pepper. And garlic powder. And I'm also going to use fresh garlic. But you really have to season the meat well, or it's not going to have any flavor, in my opinion. So I'm just going to... See, it's got that piece of fat running through it, which I don't really care for, but I didn't see it when I bought it. And I did get it on sale. And I'm going to sear this first in the Instant Pot. And then I'll show you all the ingredients I'm going to put with it. That should be good. So let's move over and start searing. Saute on high. I'm going to let it heat up for at least 5 minutes. I'll show you some of the ingredients I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using just a dash of this. This gravy packet. And I'm going to use one of these beefy onion soup mixes. And my favorite beef stock I always use. Fresh garlic. Jalapeno fresh. A little bit of this. Ever since I saw that recipe on YouTube, I just love the little tang that gives. Just a little bit of this, and all these onions I'm going to throw in there too. So hopefully it's going to come out well, but I'll be back. It seems like it's hot enough, so I'm going to go ahead and just try to put this in here. I have a little vegetable oil, canola oil actually, in here. I'm going to let it cook, for about 7 minutes on each side. You don't need to cook it a lot, just to get a little brown flavor on there. It makes a big difference just to sear it a little bit. The Instant Pot doesn't get as hot as I would like it really, but it works. So when I'm ready to turn it off, I wanted to show you, I'm going to go ahead and flip it. See how it's pretty brown on the other side? That's really all you need. And then that took about 6 minutes. So I'm going to let it cook for 6 more minutes, and then we'll add the ingredients. Pretty brown on both sides, and it's getting pretty dark, as you can see. So I'm going to just start adding my ingredients, and I'm going to add a couple of drops of Worcestershire. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to add. This is 1 cup of beef broth. I don't want too much liquid, but if I end up with more liquid, I'm going to save it for sure. So that was 1 cup. I'm going to add this packet and try to pour it in the liquid as best I can. And I apologize, I forgot to look at the weight of this roast. I'm going to have to get a spoon. Or a little spatula. I may have to add a little bit more liquid. And then I'm going to add the beef onion soup mix. I'm probably going to just add half of this. Sorry, I need some scissors. Because I'm also adding all those other onions, I'm just going to add half of that. I don't want it to be too salty. And like I said, I really like the flavor this gives. I'm going to add probably a tablespoon of that. And then my fresh garlic, that's about 4 cloves. And my fresh jalapeno, just to give it a little bit of spice. And I took out the Tony Chachere's, but I don't think I'm going to use that one. And then this is 2 large red onions that I just kind of sliced up. It's a lot of onions. These are going to give it a lot of flavor. And plus, I want them to be on the sandwich. So, now you have to kind of weigh and see if you want to add a little bit more liquid. And I think I'm going to add about half a cup. And I may be making a mistake, but we'll see. Like I said, it should turn out fine. There's plenty of seasoning in there. So, I haven't tried to make these roast beef sandwiches before, so this is fun. I forgot some jalapenos right here. So I'm going to put the lid on, press cancel on the saute. And I need my glasses for everything these days. Cancel. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on. Put it on sealing. And then I'm going to press meat. And I'm going to up this to 40 minutes. Hopefully that will be plenty of time to make it tender. If it's not, you can always add more time. But I want it pretty shreddable. So we'll see you in about 50 minutes. 40 minutes. I just took the pressure out and I opened it. And the biggest piece is still a little bit, not hard, but I want to slice it up anyway. And I'm going to pull out the meat and pick off the fat. I'm going to put it in this bowl like this and try to cut it up and shred it, and then we're going to make a sandwich, and then we'll show you the next I'm letting the meat cool off a little bit, but while that's cooling, I'm going to put this, I put a little mayonnaise and a little Dijon mustard on a Kaiser roll, and I'm going to put these in the oven for a minute and toast it. There's the sandwich. I'm not going to take it back on camera because it might be hard for me to chew, but I'm just going to take a bite, if I can fit it in this little thing. We tasted the meat and it was absolutely delicious. Mmm. It's got a really good flavor. I might not have picked the best cut of meat, to be honest with you. I had to take that big piece of fat out, and then I cut it against the grain and it made it tender. But I really like this recipe. I'm going to keep it, and I like to share, and I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe if you like these recipes, and Happy New Year.